Christianity, fasting. Christians observe fasting periods like Lent, reducing certain foods or meals. This spiritual discipline reflects on Jesus Christ's sacrifices, fostering reflection and deeper faith. Lent, 40 days before Easter, is particularly significant for practicing fasting. Abstinence. Christians practice abstinence, especially from meat on Fridays during Lent, as a sacrificial gesture. This tradition symbolizes penance and spiritual reflection, commemorating Jesus Christ's sacrifice and deepening spiritual connections. Eucharist. The Eucharist, a central Christian ritual, involves consuming bread and wine, symbolizing Jesus Christ's body and blood. This sacrament, commemorating the Last Supper, is vital in worship, symbolizing unity with Christ and fellow believers. Islam. Halal. Halal in Islam signifies permissible foods, including properly slaughtered meats and non-alcoholic drinks. These dietary laws are crucial in ensuring food consumption aligns with Islamic teachings, emphasizing cleanliness, health, and respect. Haram. Haram represents forbidden foods in Islam, including pork, alcohol, and improperly slaughtered animals. Observing these dietary restrictions is essential for Muslims, reflecting obedience to divine commandments and religious devotion. Fasting during Ramadan. Ramadan's mandatory fasting, from dawn to dusk, is a central Islamic practice. This self-purification and empathy cultivation are critical for spiritual growth, discipline, and understanding of the less fortunate. Hinduism. Ahimsa. Hinduism's principle of non-violence. Ahimsa promotes vegetarianism or veganism. This reflects respect for all living beings, aligning dietary choices with spiritual and ethical beliefs. Sattvic diet. The Sattvic diet in Hinduism emphasizes pure, natural, vital foods, promoting health and spirituality. This diet, including fresh fruits, vegetables, and grains, seeks to balance mind and body for harmonious living. Avoidance of tamasic and rajasic foods. Hinduism advises against tamasic and rajasic foods, like meats, garlic, onions, and alcohol, believed to disturb mind and body balance. Avoiding these foods helps maintain spiritual and physical harmony. Buddhism, vegetarianism. Many Buddhists adopt a vegetarian diet, avoiding harm to living beings. This practice embodies compassion and ethical living, aligning with Buddhist teachings of kindness. Mindful eating. Buddhists practice mindful eating, focusing on food's ethical and health impacts. This approach encourages presence and thoughtfulness in eating, reflecting Buddhist principles of mindfulness and compassion. Monastic rules. Buddhist monastic life includes dietary restrictions, often involving fasting or abstaining from eating at certain times. These rules foster simplicity and spiritual focus, integral to enlightenment. Sikhism, Langar. The Sikh, Langar, a community kitchen in Gurdwaras, serves free vegetarian meals to all, embodying equality and community service. This tradition nourishes both body and community spirit, promoting unity and compassion. Prohibition of kutha meat. Sikhism prohibits kutha meat from ritual slaughter, respecting animal life. This practice aligns with Sikh values of compassion and reverence for all creation. Simple and vegetarian diet. Sikhism encourages a simple, often vegetarian diet. While not mandatory, this aligns with values of simplicity, humility, and respect for life, maintaining body and mind purity. Judaism, kosher, dietary laws. Judaism's kosher laws dictate consumable foods, preparation methods, and food combinations. Rooted in biblical commandments, these laws ensure dietary practices honor religious teachings. Prohibition of certain foods. Judaism prohibits foods like pork and shellfish and mixing meat with dairy. These restrictions are integral to Jewish identity and spiritual discipline, reflecting deep-rooted traditions. Ritual slaughter. Jewish consumption of meat requires humane slaughter, shechita, minimizing animal suffering. This practice underscores respect for life and ethical animal treatment. Bahá'í Faith, moderation. The Bahá'í Faith emphasizes moderation in food and drink consumption, advocating a balanced lifestyle. This principle reflects the harmony of body and spirit, promoting physical and spiritual health. 19-day fast. The Bahá'í 19-day fast involves abstaining from food and drink from sunrise to sunset, focusing on spiritual growth and reflection. This period fosters inner renewal and commitment to Bahá'í principles. No alcohol or drug use. The Bahá'í Faith prohibits alcohol and non-prescription drugs, maintaining mental clarity and societal health. This aligns with teachings on physical and spiritual well-being. Jainism, strict nonviolence, Ahimsa. Jainism's strict nonviolence principle leads to vegetarianism, avoiding harm to living creatures. This core belief emphasizes the sanctity of all life forms and compassionate living. Fasting and purity of diet. Jainism emphasizes regular fasting and consuming pure foods, minimizing harm to living organisms. This practice reflects the Jain commitment to nonviolence and self-control. Avoidance of root vegetables. Jains avoid root vegetables like onions and potatoes to prevent harming soil organisms, upholding nonviolence principles. This practice is part of a broader commitment to minimizing harm to all beings. Your subscription acts as a donation, enabling me to create more enriching content for you.